All right, so welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. Today we're going to talk about our equipment. We're going to get some new footage this year. So last year we tried a couple of times. As you can see here, we have this mount here on the board. We bought a GoPro mount that was like the sticky mount, and that thing just kept breaking off. So every big wave, basically it just broke off and it never stayed on the board. So it was very unfortunate. So I went ahead and bought a bite mount. So I got the GoPro bite mount, and basically all the footage last season you saw was the bite mount. Love the footage. It comes out great. It's cool because it's like point of view and things of that nature. The only problem is a lot of times when I'm on the wave and you have the bite mount, I'll take it out to kind of show the wave behind me. And when I do that, I don't even pay attention to the wave. I'm more like trying to remember where the camera is facing, what I'm doing in the camera, and so on. So this year, we're changing it up. And I went ahead and got the GoPro bodyboard mount slash soft top slash stand-up paddleboard mount. It goes into all of them. And that's what we're doing here today before we go surfing. So today what we're going to do is we're going to install on our blue and white Wavestorm. Right here we have the sunburst graphic. We're going to do on the blue and white. We're not going to do it on the Catch Surfboard yet. We might adventure that. I mean, this thing's $100, 125. This thing was $500. So I don't know if I want to poke a hole in that one just yet. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and poke a hole into this one, and we're going to put the mount on it and see how it goes. All right, so step number one is choose your mounting location. We want it as far up the board as we can get it, so that way we get a better view. Plus, with it being a longer board, you're going to want to like be able to walk up, but you don't want it too close to the edge. So it says here, choose a mounting location, position mount at least 4 inches below the nose and at least 2 inches away from the rail or the stringer. Once you pick a spot, mark it with a pencil. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to go here. We'll go to about here, and we'll go here. That seems about right. So we'll put it like right at the trademark R on the Wavestorm. And we'll move it in outside a little bit more there. So that looks good there. So boom, we just made our first puncture through the board. All right, so it says step 2, place board away from your body on a surface that won't get damaged. Step 3, use a Phillips head screwdriver to punch a hole all the way through the board in the spot that you marked. So this is where we marked. That is where we're going to go ahead and make the move. All right, I feel it at the bottom now. There it goes. So you heard it pop on through there, so now you see it's through the whole board there. All right, so that is step number 3. Step number 4, rotate the screwdriver in a circular motion, so slightly widen the hole. Do not widen more than 0.37 of an inch or 9.5 millimeters. We're just going to kind of widen it out a little bit there. All right, so now we got a nice hole there, and I'll let you guys, let me show you here. All right, so here is our hole right there. See the hole there? And on the back side, you can see the hole right there. Step 5, place mount in the hole, but do not push down fully. Slide mounting arrow into the mount and rotate to find your desired capture angle. So step number 5 is place the mount in the hole, but do not push it down fully. Slide the mounting arrow into the mount and rotate to find your desired capture angle. So this is the mount and this is the arrow. And what they're saying here is that you're going to start to put this into the hole. As you can see, the hole gets wider and it just makes it impossible to turn as it's in there. And this is your desired angle arrow. So we put this in there and it'll show you where the camera video would be pointing. So if we put this straight on, it would be straight at. You do want a little bit of an angle. And when I watched Jamie O'Brien put his in, he did come at an angle and it was facing his face. So that way, I mean, you could do it over here, be the back side. I'm goofy foot, so this is going to be facing where I would be riding. So I'll be facing the camera here, and then we just push down. Make sure that it's at a good angle. And you don't want it riding straight down the board, so got that. Just push it in. All right, now that is flush with the surface of the board, and that is step number 5. Step number 6, after you decide on a capture angle, push the mount into the board using the palm of your hand. Be sure to press straight down, which is exactly what we did. Step number 7 is choose the right base screw for your board, then screw it into the mount and use a coin to tighten. So the base screws are these here. This is your long base screw, and this is your shorter base screw, so you can see the difference, right? So depending on the thickness of your board of what you're going to use. With us here, take a look. Well, the short screw looks like it'll work. The long screw looks like it would be too long. Push through. So that's what we're going to use. We're going to go with the short screw for us. We have the camera angle, and then I've got the GoPro mount here so we can take a look at it. So when we slide this in, boom. So now we're in there, and we can adjust this still because the actual mount. But now we know the angle of where the camera is going to be shooting. And then obviously if we have to, we can pull it out, you know, move it. But ultimately we got this right on the first try. With it being a wide angle lens, the GoPro, I'm still rocking the Hero 4 Max Silver, something like that. We're going to get the 9 this season, but there we go. So now this is mounted on. We've got it at the angle we want. This we'll figure out once we get to the water about where we're going to put the angle on there. And then the last thing is the safety precautions. So now that we chose the correct depth and the screw that we want, step number 8 is the mount should be flush with both sides of the board, which this one is flush and it's definitely in there good. Similar to a leash plug. So if you've ever seen a leash plug on the bottom side of a bodyboard, surfboard, you'll know what that looks like. And then attach your GoPro mount using a quick release buckle, which we did. And then you're now ready to shred. Pro tip, use the camera tether and locking plug to help prevent losing your GoPro in extreme conditions. And we are going to do that as well. So we have I got so lucky, dude. All right. Woo, that was freaking crazy, man. All right, so when we get this here, we now need to insert the plug. All right, so that's it. We're gonna scratch the pro tip for now. I did find the tether and I do have the plug. However, my little base mounts that I don't have my GoPro one specific. These are aftermarket. I gotta find the GoPro one of these. So that way it'll slide in there properly and latch, because this plug that they give you, it has to fit in there. Has to fit in there like so. And it's fine when it's not compressed, but when you slide it into the actual housing, that clip on the board, this will no longer squeeze in there. But this is the plug to prevent it from, because these little hooks will be locked in basically, so where it won't be able to come out. And then the tether, you tie that on, and then it also latches on to the mount on the board. So anyway, that's what we got this year. So we're gonna go tonight. We're gonna do a nighttime surf sesh. We might get some sunset stuff. We're going about 5:36-ish tonight. Sun usually sets 7:30. We'll be hitting up Brook Street, Laguna Beach. And don't forget to check out that video as well. But that is the installation of the GoPro bodyboard, soft top, paddleboard mount. So that is in the Wave Storm. And here we go.